Hey everyone, welcome into the Flippin Hippos YouTube channel. I'm Star. If you're new here or you have not already, please consider subscribing to the channel and helping us feed a hungry hippo. And don't forget to hit the thumbs up while you're listening today. We're going to talk about Instagram for business. So last week I did a video on how to use Pinterest for your business and talked about the importance of branding. And it's the same thing with Instagram. So there's basically two communities that you're going to be a part of, or two target audiences that you're going to have as a reseller on social media. The first is the reselling community itself. You're going to want to connect with other resellers and Facebook groups on Instagram, through TikTok, and other means of social media. When you're within the reselling community, that target audience are the folks that are going to want to see your thrift hauls, maybe see video of you actually thrifting, going to garage sales, finding the deals, the haul videos, the what sold videos, the how-to on all the selling platforms, the list perfectly tutorials, and things like that. Your buyers have no interest in that, and you kind of really don't want your buyers to find your reselling social media, because someone who just paid $50 for a special edition Star Wars plush doesn't want to know that you got it for 25 cents at a church sale, right? And then the second audience are your buyers. So your buyers are the folks that you're targeting as your audience on your selling platforms. But you can use social media to target buyers as well. You can use Pinterest, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok even. It is important to brand yourself and keep your brand across all platforms. So for instance, when it comes to the reselling community, I am Flippin Hippos. Keith and I are Flippin Hippos on every social media. Flippin Hippos, Instagram, Flippin Hippos on Facebook, TikTok, everywhere. Because you want a consistent brand. You want people to recognize you. You want people to know who you are. And then all of our selling platforms, whether they're called stores or closets, are called the Hippo Hut. So we're the Hippo Hut on eBay, Poshmark, Mercari, Grailed, Citizen, you name it, we're the Hippo Hut. So when I started to use social media to target my buyers and to try to sell on social media or use it to drive traffic to our stores, I just continue with the brand because branding is super important. So for our buyer audience, we are the Hippo Hut. For the reselling community, we're Flippin Hippos. You can have two, but you want to be consistent across the board and stick with one branding for each audience or each community. Pinterest is more about driving visibility to your eBay or your Poshmark, wherever you choose to drive that visibility. Getting your pins over there will give you more of a chance to show up on Google and drive people to click on your pin to go to your store to shop. If you didn't watch my video on how to use Pinterest for your business, I'll have it pop up at the end here, and I highly recommend everyone watch it. Today we're just going to focus on Instagram. It's also meant to drive traffic. It's also meant to increase your visibility. Putting your items on Instagram will also increase your chances of being on Google. In fact, anywhere you put your items or your listings, whether it's social media or a selling platform, you're increasing your visibility because now you're in front of a whole new audience. Every social media, every selling platform has a different audience. So every time you put something on there, you're in front of a whole new group of people, more eyeballs. And you're also increasing your chances to show up on Google because the more places you're at, the more likely the Google bots are to crawl you and put you on Google. The more places you are, the more likely you are to increase your visibility and thus make more sales and more profits. A lot of folks have the misconception that in order to sell successfully on Instagram or to successfully drive people to your stores from Instagram, you have to have a huge following, and that is incorrect. Now, if you want to be successful on the other side of this within the reselling community, the following does matter. But for a selling account on Instagram, what's super important are the hashtags. You can have 2 followers only, And with the right hashtags reaching the right audiences, you could still make a decent amount of sales through your Instagram and drive a lot of traffic to your selling platform of choice. So it's not about your followers on Instagram. That's not so important. It's the hashtags. So you'll have to do a little research and learn how to use your hashtags and which hashtags you want to use. The general rule is the less a hashtag is used, the more likely you are to get seen. So if you go to create a new listing and you want to tag this Disney, Instagram suggests tags down here. And you can see how many posts are in each of those tags. It's okay to use any of these, really, but the idea is to choose the ones that have the least amount of posts in there because it's less used and you're less likely to get buried very quickly. Now, I use List Perfectly to cross post to Instagram, but you can do it manually. You'll need to get all your pictures ready so you can grab them off of your selling platform and your description. This is a lot easier using List Perfectly. You can cross post straight to Instagram from the catalog, but you can do it yourself. Just get your pictures, get your description, create a new listing, and copy this all in here. Now, when you create your Instagram for business, again, the branding is super important. So make sure you're keeping that branding consistent with your stores, with the name and the picture you're going to use for your profile. And then you need to make the decision of where you want to drive your traffic. Do you want to drive your Instagram traffic to your eBay store, to your Poshmark, to your Mercari? It's a personal choice. Whatever selling platform is your favorite to sell on, or the one you make the most money on or the most sales on, you can use. I do eBay, but you can do whichever one you want. It's just a personal choice. But in your profile on Instagram, as most of you well know, you get one link. So put that store, put that selling platform, whichever one you choose, as your link in your profile. And then in your individual posts, you can put a line that says to purchase, click on our eBay link in our bio. You can also put a direct link. It's not clickable, but I put this in for two reasons. Number one, some folks will highlight it like this, copy, and paste it in a browser. And so then you've driven someone to your item. But you can also create a Facebook for business, the same as you would your Instagram. I would call it the Hippo Hut. I would have a profile and an eBay link. And you can link your Facebook to your Instagram so that every time you post on your Instagram, it automatically posts to Facebook for you. So back to the individual posts. You'll want to make sure that it has all of the information that you would put in a good description on any of your selling platforms. I always copy the title over, all the information here, your direct link to your eBay or Poshmark, wherever you're choosing to send your traffic. You've got really good pictures. I always put the price, and if I'm charging shipping on an item, I'll put plus shipping. If not, I just put the price, but you could say free shipping if you wanted. Let's talk about hashtags. So they are a learning curve, but they're also kind of self-explanatory. What are you selling? What kind of item is it? What brand? Who's your target audience? So this is Frosty Snowman, BAB for Build-A-Bear, Build-A-Bear Workshop. Frosty the Snowman, Christmas plush. I could have put stuffed animal, stuffed toy, plush toy. Just think about your general audience that you're trying to target. This is a vintage applause toy. So I've got Baker Bear, applause, vintage toys, vintage plush, cookie recipe, cookie recipes, plural, Christmas cookies, cookie cutter. So there is a learning curve to hashtags, but it's also very easy to create your hashtags based on your title, your item, and who you want to target. And then for clothing, I always do brand and the item. Men's denim, men's jeans, Levi's 550. I put men's fashion. If this was meant for holiday parties or evening parties, like this dress, I put evening wear, holiday wear, and just kind of go crazy with it. You get up to 30. So use up to 30 hashtags if you'd like. That's what they let you have. The most important thing, always, 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 hashtag yourself, your brand, the name of your Instagram, the name of your selling platforms. We're the Hippo Hut. I always hashtag the Hippo Hut on every single post. And alternatively, on my reselling account, I always tag Flippin' Hippos. That's a super important part of branding. You always want to hashtag yourself and create that consistency of your brand across multiple platforms and create your own hashtag for yourself. Always. You can cross post to Instagram manually. I recommend using List Perfectly. You cross post to Instagram the same way you would to any selling platform using List Perfectly. If you want to try it, 30% off your first month, code Flippin' Hippos. I also have a huge tutorial playlist on this channel teaching you how to use List Perfectly from the ground up. If you guys have any questions, comments, or concerns about anything you saw in this video, using social media for your business in general, reselling in general, anything at all, let me know in the comments. I do answer everyone. Don't forget to join our Facebook group. It's called Flippin' Hippos Reseller Pod. You guys, thanks for watching today. Go be productive. Go create an Instagram for your business. And I'll see you next time. Bye.